Yeah? Yeah? Hi! Hi, guys! Oh, I hope this is working. Hi! I don't know who's here, if anyone, but welcome to the stream! Yeah! Hi, Zelshian! He. Hi! Guess I can take my helmet off now. So we are going to space. Do I need a helmet for space? I feel like I need a helmet for space. But I don't know how much this will help in space. There we go. Yeah, hi! Yeah, space helmet's usually still better, but you can't see your own writing on the screen. That's not good. Chat. I need to move chat. There we go. Now you can see yourselves. But yeah. Hi. Just a word of warning, though there's not many of you here, so I don't know how much the warning will help. But as I put in a little pin in the messages area, this game has some. While it's PG-13, it does have some mature themings, including drugs, alcohol, bodily harm, mental health issues, and harm to animals and children. Though none of it's graphics, it's all just text-based and descriptive for the most part. But be aware that this is the thing. It's PG-13. They keep it minimal, but the references are here. I don't want any of you to get hurt. Okay? With that though, let's go to space. I just have to remember to stop the Spotify. But yeah, welcome to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a text-based adventure. Choose your own adventure, I think. I think it's the best way to explain it. Where we go through and we are an exocolonist, which is really cool. I have played this game before, so just heads up for those of you I have played before. Um, though I haven't seen all the endings, I've only seen a couple of the endings of the game. Though we are running with a completely clean save file here, so yeah, completely clean save file, nothing unlocked. So everything here will be new and on stream, and yeah, at least for you guys. Though I know some of you have played before, so yeah, yeah. We go to space. Go ahead and move my OBS over there so I can keep an eye on you guys. Good. Oh, and also, just gonna plug this at the start here. But yeah, I have a Discord. So anyone who's lurking in chat, if there is anyone, yeah, Discord link. You can go there if you want to say hi. Nothing really happens there right now, but hi. Yeah, Discord link. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah. We have one button. That to wake up. I was enjoying the snap. In the snap, I had friends, and they would come visit me on a thing called Twitch. Okay, I'll wake up now from the dream. Warning, this game deals with mature subjects that may not be suitable for all players and viewers. I already gave content warning though, so you guys have been warned, and it's in chat. You wait to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire! What? I don't like fire. This brings back too many memories. Nope, nope, nope. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like all the fire. What? No. Bad. Bad. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out. Damn it, I should have worn that helmet. Belgian, this is your fault. I should have been wearing my helmet. You aren't sure how you got here, or what fortune is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Wait. Did I leave the kitchen stove? Ah! No. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears from the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Who was she again? Why can't I remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears. This place is on fire, so I'm just gonna climb out. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Oh no! Owie! Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws you over your throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. We can get out of here. We can do it. Through it, you see deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. We can do it. Oh, glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? It looks cute. Do you think we can pet it? That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Belchian, why didn't you tell me to stop the dinosaur cooking? I didn't even know I could do that. Yeah. I mean, we know cats are magic. Still. I like this game's music. Quite relaxing. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Neat! Your parents run a hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Oh, look at our mom and dad. Like other colonists, they chose to bravely make this one-way journey to an uncharted planet in Fortuna 4. In hopes that they could escape Earth's trouble. They had you in the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They named you... Selene. We're using Canada. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mum says. Aw, look at us. We got like cool blue hair, like streaks of blonde. We got a cool outfit too. Look at us, we're adorable. Aw, and the ship's got looks like it's got such a nice nursery. Look at this. Aw. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Fortuna will be like. Ooh. I can still adjust that. Every child in a Stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement by age 6. Usually the first sign of yours. Ooh. Guys, what do you think our genetic enhancement should be? We have eagle eyes, extra fingers, an absorbent brain, super strength, or a calm temperament. These are actually all pretty cool. Being big and strong could be fun. Throw the other kids around. I want to pick on us. But I want to see what you guys think. No? You chose the eagle eyes? That's C super fun? Depends. I mean, cats have got good vision, right? We shall go with... Let's do super strength. It'll be fun. We'll be brawny and muscly. We can do it. Plus 10 combat. Gain memory super strength. Be really punchy. Uncle Tonin says it's a lazy person's dream. Eat whatever you want. Don't exercise at all. You still look like you spent the day at the gym. Oh, that would be great. You're incredibly strong for your age, but you go easy on your friend. The B. So we've got the energetic and loyal Oni, the tough and gentle Cow, the bold and confident Mars, the quiet and adventurous Dis, or the studious and mature Tangent, or the shy and sweet Tanny. I'm going to go with energetic and loyal Anemone. Anemone? I don't know how to pronounce that. Ooh, we gain extra toughness. And even more combat. Oh no. Hi, Ren. Hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah. We're in space. And apparently really, really fighty already. I got like 21 combat and I'm a kid. Oh boy. This is scary. Amamoni is the most enthusiastic person you know. Your favourite memory is the time she taught you how to play 0G sports ball after class. She never means to get you in trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. Yeah, that sounds about right. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reached its wormhole. Professor Howell says it's like a doorway to another star system, with the planet for Tumor 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. Okay, guys, you ready? When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off tables. You hurry to get to the nearby escape pods, just in case. Oh no, we're stressed. The emergency area is crowded with family. It's going to be fine, Selene, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down to the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your arm gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as the siren makes a sound. Somewhere distant in the ship, you try and breathe slowly like you were taught. But you're very scared. You look out the porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you... I put on a tough face. Sometimes you pretend to be confident so people around you will be less scared. You look over at your classmate, Tang, and realise she's doing the same thing. She gives you a hard smile. You return it and keep focusing on your bravery. Oh. You wait. The shaking builds. Everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches. stretches. You're stretching too. Your arms are impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon, and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving away as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is essential deja vu. You saw this happen before, and somehow you know it's going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightlessness for a few seconds before gravity slams your head against the wall. Head first. You back out. Ow. Again, I should have been wearing my helmet. This was a bad decision. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. More than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows? I think that's called a concussion. Yeah, I'm fairly sure this is called a concussion. You find yourself in a place you know from your dreams. Hill-filled, dramatic ridges. And a stranger. But also not a stranger. Grinning, she says, "Hurry up. I'm not going to let you miss this." Distantly, you feel the ship shaking stopped, and distantly hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Good meowing. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. Patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now safely be discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realise something's to be different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the windows. Something's definitely different. Trees? Instead of the familiar blackness, a bright light from twin blue and yellow suns now streaming through the window. You peer out to see fields, grass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushrooms like trees. There are construction materials everywhere. People walking around, outside, on the ground. Can you believe it, guys? The ground. Not just like spaceship everywhere. You better get out there and join them. Rush outside to start my new life. We're in the game, guys. Oh, Hammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind you. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. He points southeast towards the geodesic homes. Yeah. Seems really cute. Well, let's speak to people. Hammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working with geoponics near the dome. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but this has been as far as the ship as I've been since we landed. Hammy stutters. Scary outside. Aww. It looks very cold. Like snow everywhere. But we seem to be fine. It's all sparkly though. Look, we kick it up. We walk. Command. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying to something important. At the end, it opens into a supply depot, which works as both requisitions office and general store. Beyond it are the cavernous warehouses, stacked high with supplies from Earth, gradually being unpacked and distributed. Neat. Look at the nose spot. Colony food, minus 100%. Low. Didn't need to read that. Yeah. That seems bad, guys. I don't know how you have minus 100% food, but that seems bad. Colony security evaluating. Upcoming events. We'll be hosting our first annual festival during the second month of Dust. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Neat. And a bunch of adults all in charge. City adults. Engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to a teaching labs and med bay. You know the route to the classroom well. But the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down to you on a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Lane. Garrison. A small team led by Security Chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran exercise gym and sports ball court. Here in Fortuna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building huge all around the colony, an outdoor firing range, and a big covered dojo. The best of all, a regulation-side sports ball court. Yay, sports ball! Dad? Dad. Blaine, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to let you sleep a while, your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year. My snooty little gooseberry. What? I'm not a gooseberry! No! Ooh. Yeah, I didn't know I could open a profile. I'm not a gooseberry. No. Okay. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but still covers it in jokes and smiles. I love him too. Welcome to Fortuna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated into two and parts taken from other former buildings, and the big wall around the colony. Neat. The alien jungle creeps around the wall, only up to the geodesic dome with the greenhouses pass outside it, dotting the way up the hill. How'd you do it so fast? How long was I out? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine, he says. And the geodesic domes have practically put themselves up. Don't you like a good dome? You like a dome, do you? But some of it's only a quick temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony will be as big as a whole city. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, he pulls out a package from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare back blankly. You know what day it is, don't you? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in the midday. Happy birthday! He shouts, wrapping his arm, wrapping you in a warm hug. Wait, it's my birthday already? I feel dizzy. A sense of deja vu. I stare at the package. You know exactly what is in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside is a small medallion with a sun that your dad made. Okay, that's kind of creepy. How did I know that? It's exactly how you remember. Like you dreamed. Are you okay, Selene? He snaps his fingers. Dr. Instance shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They make you feel funny for a few hours. You would nod? Yeah, maybe that's it. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Selene, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and... Oh. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. Your mother and I. You can now study humanities engineering. Professor Howe's expecting you in classes today, if you're feeling up to it. Your dad pointing west to the engineering wing. In the rear end of the bisected ship, he then points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or you can relax in your quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he said. He kisses you on top of the head. Ruffles your head. Eee, head pats. We got head pats. Yeah, I got head pats. Have a wonderful birthday, Selene. I love you. I'm going to give him a big thumbs up. Yeah. So yeah, the way this game works is we go around and we have turns, and during our turns we can talk to people and we can do activities to help us grow up. And cool events can happen. You see Diz sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from someone? He seems to be watching the gate to the south, where the grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then, why do we need walls? You stare at the gate, and if a sudden flash of a memory is so strong you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous, dark, and wriggly. For years in space, you've half remembered nightmares of monsters, of the ship being destroyed, and of sifting through the wreckage that used to be your home. Your dad always told you the dreams aren't real. Or even you can give your daydreams with this whispers. I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. No, I do believe you. They're huge, wriggly, and dangerous. Oh, he doesn't believe me. I dreamed of them. It seems so real. Oh. Hi, Elaine. Anemone seems to be at home here. She's rolling around a sports ball with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff's different from the snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. It's not cold. Neat. The best part about snow without getting frozen. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier, me and Cal made a big snow pout. You missed it while you were sleeping in the midday. Now that you're awake, we can play. Why aren't you in school? She whacks her forehead. School! I wondered where everyone was. Guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look worried. But it's okay. Professor Howe is chill. He won't mind. We should probably go for now. Starts running towards engineering. I'll race you. What? Race? No, I'm going. I'm going. I guess we're going to humanities class. Welcome, Slane. Professor Howe greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, languages, media, and philosophy. Oh yes, if you're lucky, ancient, a little of ancient Earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last part. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register for Congruent Scheduling Terminal when you have a chance. She's helping me teach them. Oh, neat. I like engineering. Can we do engineering? I want to do some engineering. Today's assignment's an easy one, he said. Hal says with a yawn. Because I was up late repairing Congruent's sub-terminal, I could use a nap. I would like you to write an essay on what the colony means to you. I just got here. But my friends are here. You start writing about all your birds and fun things you do together. When Hal wakes from his nap, he asks a few students to read the essays aloud. Mars is annoyed that you hardly mentioned her. Well, we're not friends anyway. And so we play a little game where we have to match cards together to build up points. So, yeah. I mean, a goal of 9. That'd be 9. Do better than that. Got 13. Don't think I can get better scores than that. Yeah. Your skills increase when you do work. With extra skills, you can win challenges, and the kudos points make the highest scoring card in your hand. And we get stressed from it because school boring. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. It seems to be more than that. Mm. It's a change from growing up in the stratospheric where you saw them all the time. You stay and wait for them before going to bed, though you can tell they're exhausted. They still make an effort to spend time with you. Sorry we haven't seen you, little gooseberry. I'm not a gooseberry! Your dad says, your mum watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller. She also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Okay, Mum. And Professor Howe will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend us at the depot store when it's open. Wait, we get like an allowance for doing well in school? Neat. I like an allowance. You know, your dad says, raising an eyebrow at your mum. I think there's a lot of different ways people can learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or helping a friend. Your mum shakes her head, so you can tell that she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment. That means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about education and your future. If that means finding your own way, we'll accept it. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. By talking to your friends, they might have ideas how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, we could use extra help. Shoveling dirt in geoponics. Do we want to shovel dirt? I don't think I've gone to engineering classes. Can I do engineering classes? I need a reasoning of 5. I have a reasoning of none. I have a reasoning of none. And yeah, I want engineering. I guess we're doing some life sciences. Okay, Ren. Speak to you later. Yeah. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists. An up-and-coming chemist. Professor Howe welcomes you back at your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn about what I like to call wet sciences. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything, with opportunities to study further. In your favourite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. I tried, but they wouldn't let me. Interesting. Ooh, it's all shiny. Supergirl. We learned about biology. This week you had more bouts of deja vu. You remembering somebody is about to say before they do it? Or sometimes they actually do it, but not always? This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on an uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howell walked away, his hash brown's safe. He called you a liar and a dummy. That night your dreams were all mixed up, and you mixed with stuff you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you lift a shouldered body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar. But when you try recalling their faces, you wake up. They're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet? And they will someday? This is getting weird. I just want to be normal. You hope you don't think about it, it'll go away. You just want to be like a regular kid like everyone else. You look at the sun medallion your dad carved for you. The one you once saw in a dream. Maybe you just got a little mixed up, or you overheard someone talking about it and that's what you knew it looked like? There has to be a reason for this, right? Right? Yeah, I hope so. People to talk to. And Hermione is bumping the sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up! She, she bumps the ball in your direction. Do a trick! You catch the ball with your wrist and bop it up and headbutt it back at her. She grins. Whoa, nice move, Selene. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how long she can keep it going. And Hermione tells you about the new sports ball court. A proper regulation-sized one. Way bigger than the little Zero G one. And her brother's coaching the sports ball team. He's so great. He's great at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching us. You should come join. Oh, wow, really late? Can we actually, like... We can play sports ball. Neat. Makes us brave. And tough. That's cool. You find your mom at work setting some of the greenhouses, setting up some of the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the walls of your family's quarters for years now. Did she said that domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth? Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. Takes a swig from a canteen approaches. Look, something to do? Remember, Selene, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can choose how to spend your time as long as it's productive. Okay, Mom. You point towards the engineering wing and back at the stratospheric third frame. Professor House expects you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical applications. You're old enough to help with work around here. She claps her hands. I've got another minute. Anything you want to know? No, I'm good. Hi, Dad. I'm my little potato. I'm not a potato. Do I look like a potato? I don't think I look like a potato. But Dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Playing in the fresh air. He breathes deeply and slowly and looks around slowly. But Shuma is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts. I missed seasons. Back on Earth, it got much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our sparks now. You wait until dust season. Both suns will be high in the sky and it'll be real hot. You'll see then. I don't know. Belgium. Depends on exactly how free reign, but like we are getting like an allowance for going into class. That's pretty good, right? So I mean maybe? Okay, yeah, giving kids full control of their schedules. Maybe not always the best, but it does sound like the colony doesn't have a whole lot of like adults free. Like, they don't really have time to babysit everyone. A lot of us were born on the Chippenhall. We weren't a plan. Hi, Cow. Cow is riding around the geoponic gardens on his hoverboard. Yeah, they're also putting us to work. The board suddenly comes to a shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cow falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. I know what that's like. Hi, Selene. Real ground's way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We'll have to adapt. Yeah, Cow explains. It's actually way better on planet side. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. You run through a small depression on a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this, it's a skate bowl. Wait, what? Can I try? I want to try. Sure, but be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed to go down one side and come back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board in uneven ground. It's fun. Eee! Hello, Shadow. Welcome to stream. Yeah. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Selene, Mars calls out to you. I have a job for you. Walk over to Mars, who is sheltering from the snow under the ship. Oh, you walk over to Mars, who's sheltering under the snow, sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. The sparked snow would ruin my good clothes. least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in this weather. Since you like running around, could you fetch them for me? Okay. Good, she clapped. She's probably down the hill near the quarters. She's scared to take them on a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. I heard sweets. Let's go get candy. Oops. Hi! Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Selene, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, how nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. 1 order of mango soy sweets. Made fresh this morning. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some kudos to nanoprint it for me because it was dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. Yeah, I don't like her. Can I talk again? You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her well for your entire life. Back on the ship you used to, were study partners. Tammy was just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen and the Pacific a famous ceasefire treaty. Yeah. Facts going one of her huge ears and back up the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears perked up when she sees you. Hello, Selene. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Of course. Oh, thank you. Oh no, my reasoning! I just got that point. Thank you. She bounces up and down. You spent a couple hours teaching her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is it so hard to understand? The thing is, Tammy never loses her heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though you kind of feel dumber after studying with her. Oh. Here are your sweets. You're such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. Your tip. Oh, and the administrator says you're looking for someone to deliver packages around the depot. I don't want to do it, because, like, you running around here? No. Just go through there, she says, gesturing to the door. Tell them I referred you. Job? I heard job. Apply to deliver supplies. Chief Administrator greets you at the depot. They're looking up and down. Selene, you've never struck me as particularly responsible or organized, but children never are. What makes you think it'd be a good fit for the position of courier? I can carry a lot. Like, I literally have super strength. Strong for your age, maybe. But luckily for you, that you're the only applicant this week. You've got the job, for now, anyway. They use the elegant stylus to make notes on the hollow palm. Come back in a few minutes and you can help out on deliveries. Yes, there'll be kudos for you if you do it correctly. Job? We gain organizing and perception. And friendship. Neat. That's kind of cool. I'm not done here. Tangent is hunched over on her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howe wants us to prepare a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalogue in the colony's holonet, but I can't find it. I'll help you find it. You launch your own hollow palm and start searching the colony's holonet archives for a list of plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistics. He passes by. Hey, hollow nerds, school's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. You know, we've been made dumber, so I guess engineering's not gonna be our thing right now. Let's just do some deliveries. We get money out of it, and I like money. Money sounds good, right? You send you all over the colony delivering supplies. During your first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push on a cart, stuff like tools and electronics. Some are high priority, which means you have to move fast. It's fun. Getting to yell, important delivery coming through, and people actually getting out of the way. We have been given responsibility and power. Yeah. The colony is screwed. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Hi, it's you. Hi. You know, it's kind of funny that that technically someone who's a moderator isn't actually wasn't actually following me. Yeah. Supergirl. Yeah. Tinder. Hi. I'm in space. I'm a kiddo currently in space. Yeah. It's not like I was hiding it. I put my schedule in the server. What? No, I'm not in a cave. Okay, I'm partly in a cave. They're using a cave back there, it looks like. I've been running deliveries. Because I got super strength. And so I've been running deliveries for everyone. And I got paid for it. Going really well. It's now early pollen. And look. Ooh, egg. We got an egg. Yeah, look at this place. This planet's so pretty. And very pink. Expeditions. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blocks your way with a smile. I'm afraid expeditions are off limits for now. It's not safe out here for kids. You better toughen up, but you can join the squad when you're older. But I'm tough enough, kind of. Okay. Not yet. Nearly, actually. Nearly tough enough. I can fight things really well. Oh, okay. We need to get tougher. That's bravery. Which we do need bravery. Not bravery. Here we can get tough. Let's get tough, everyone. Then we can go back to organising. You spent your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Good morning, Selene. Looks like you'll be working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go on using you just because you're my son. She walks around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. But basically what we're doing anyway. Get comfortable with this, she says, putting a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any question before we start moving dirt? Why aren't we just using hydroponics? On the ship, we mostly grew our plants from the roots in water, and it's true, it's more hygienic that way, your mum replies. She brushes the insect off her arm. But the hydroponic system uses too much energy. Here, we can grow as much as we have to, the old-fashioned way. Don't we have machines for this? Construction crews have already claimed all the hover lifts, she says, shrugging. But they'll all break down in a few years anyway. We don't have the materials to fix them. We're planet side now. Use your muscles. Nature's hydraulic system. Okay, let's get to work. That's my boy, your mum says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arms start to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel like utterly drained and exhausted. And good, somehow. You feel your muscles growing already. Supergirl! For anyone who doesn't understand, you essentially have to match. So you get bonuses for like having cards that are like similar like values, so like 2 and 2 next to each other. In this case, 4 2s. We get like a big +6 4 of a kind bonus. We also get bonuses for like same color. So. Oh yeah, we got enough toughness now to show them at the gate. And we got some money and friendship with Gal. We're also really stressed out. You wake from an afternoon nap. You squint into the pink-tinged light through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across a nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Selene. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with the pollen sparkling in sunlight. I just wanted to open the window. You open your eyes blearily. You had the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Sedent is making a new kind of candy, she says. It's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? But I have to go tidy the crutch first. Then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Tammy skips off towards the crutch, humming to herself. Candy? Candy! In the cafeteria, Auntie Sedent is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy. Puffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Selene, she says, handing you a wand of some candy, spun around at the end. Yeah, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet that your mouth at first puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not like the soy sweets that the kitchen's nanoprinter makes. It melts in your mouth, it leaves a gritty residue on the tongue. You wait until everyone's gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hands, wilted from the humidity. It's kind of like her hair, you think. Pale, pink, and so soft. You keep some to give her later. You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mum had to run off to some kind of council business. You and your dad are playing holo games together. When you're about to head off to bed, your mum returns. You can tell from the defeated slant on her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad asks her what happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down and takes your hand, holding it between her 2 strong, dirt-creased ones. Selene, I'm so sorry to tell you this. She starts, her mouth quivering as she swallows, working on her next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the crèche. Wait, what? What? Your classmate, Tammy, has died. Huh? What? No? What? No. We lost a friend. What? You try to understand her words. Tammy's dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the pink candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is just a sticky, dark red lump of goo. You stare at it, mind blank. What happened? Your mum tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed from an electric shock from a broken Holland projector, an accident. You press her for more, for an explanation. The girl's dead. When you grew up with is dead. Like me. She wasn't sick or anything. You saw her this morning. She was there. Why? Your mum's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason. Sometimes there is no reason why. Hi! Welcome to the stream! We just had a sad moment, but welcome to stream! You aren't used to dealing with death. You don't know what you're supposed to do or say. You sort of mumble okay and then crawl into bed a full hour before your bedtime. You try to fall asleep. But you toss and turn for hours. You eventually drift off to fitful dreams that are small, sticky red lump of candy. Wow, we were already at maximum stress and Howard's sitting in your mum's flower garden with his face in your hand. He could have been crying all morning, probably all of yesterday too. He and Tammy were real close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the creche, Tammy was always mommy, and Cal was always daddy, even though you were just like little kids. You always giggled about how obviously they were going to be together forever, like a princess and their knight. Okay. Yeah. He sniffs, looking up at you. You can see how puffy and red his eyes are. I mean, no, not really. That's what people want me to say, right? Tammy always liked these flowers. Sometimes I fix them for her. He runs his hand over the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up in his eyes and slowly leak. Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink. He just stares at the flowers that run down his cheeks to give him space. Mars is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice you can't decide to barely react when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, he says quietly. She used to sit down the hill down there, in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun, doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill to the spot near the entrance to the quarters. You can imagine her there, working on some little craft project, playing to herself. She was just so nice to everyone. And now she's dead, Mars says, making that face. How is that fair, of all people? How come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You've never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before? Well, of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of them. Ship's quarters where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small. You share one with your parents. So colonists spend most of their day in the big communal area. There's a lounge and cafeteria and a creche where all the kids and babies are raised. When we're too stressed out, we hit them up for. And we'll forget this memory. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip and take the month off instead. Or you could get back to work. I'll attend. The colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times the colonists had passed away for natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Vachuma, and the first time it was someone you knew. The mouth of the organic recycler has been polished, a wreath of yellow flowers placed in the opening. Inside, you see a shrouded figure. Tammy's dad, Uncle Uncle Tony, is here too, as well as your parents, Auntie Seaton, and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his mom and partners, already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people. The feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Oh. Governor Endicott stands before you, assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today, he began solemnly. There's only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continued. One of the first humans to be born in space, and one of the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, blending hopeful towards life beyond our humble earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Vachuma home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself. A painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community we are capable of great strength. With that, she closes the recycler. You hear Uncle Tony's sob over the hum of the particle disintegrator beginning work. As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes her. In this way, Tammy, our child from the start, will never be lost to us. The ceremony is adjourned. A few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin and keep vigil of the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible to adding them to the colony's precious soil supply from the brown soil of Earth. Your dad accompanies you out of the recycler room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that it'll be okay. If you want to take the month off, everyone's going to understand. No. I'm going to go back to school. You feel better just having said goodbye. You don't really know Tammy that well after. It's sad that she said you have to move on. Because that's what we'll tell ourselves. You cautiously step to the colony gate. It's a lane. Uncle Conan sighs as he blocks your path. He looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Children are so young and precious. So fragile. Please stay in it. But enough. Well, you are, Uncle Tony replies, as heavy as he looks at you with pride. We're growing up, aren't you? He nods and pats you on the shoulder. And you know he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, he tells you. I can see that you're a tough cookie, and I'd love to have you on my surveying team in the future. We have to wait a few more years. Come see me when you're older. Okay, kiddo? Dejected, you drag your feet away from the gates to safety. What's that? You look around quickly. It's this. He's hiding in some bushes. That's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions you to follow him. Sure, you figure. Why not? He leads you silently among the balls towards the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball and the field. The security pavilion. Suddenly he's gone. What? You make sure nobody else notices and scout over to where you last saw him. Behind the popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe big enough to crawl through. A heavy gate to keep animals out. It's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. You could sneak out. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or Squidus Swamps or other cool places, you could at least explore outside the colony walls. We can sneak out. No, we can't do it now. do some organizing. Supergirl. We gained some organizing. Yeah, we're all set. Not now? Elaine, Adjunct approaches you. I need to go with my brother. Who dis? Yes. Yes, he says impatient. I need you to figure out where he's disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't come home at night sometimes. And I'm not very good at terms with my brother of late. People... people are worrying. You feel Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you anything, she said. Why don't you talk to me? Yeah, I already kind of know where he's going. There. Then I trapped it in my room, Antimony says, telling you about a bug in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it feels like, wow, bouncing all over the place, like boing, boing, boing. She just excitedly swing her arms over her head. These bugs are so big and they're everywhere. I was going to give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff. Then she said I should just let it go, because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the ones I already have. I just want to see if there's more weird mutant powers. So she started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship. And I got in so much trouble. Even though it wasn't that high. She stopped. Hold on. Scooting to the rub. Scooting to rub irritably her knees. That's probably the 100th time I last 5 minutes. I think I'm gonna die. I bust up my knees. It's so itchy when my scales grow in. You got scales? Yeah. Annie, don't pick at it. The chief steward voice rings out across the yard in a pleasant but firm. An assistant insistently transports you back to ship to crash, tugging on skirts, calling out to you. Antimony jumps up straight, her hands flying to her sides. But Mom, it's so scratch-deliciously itchy. I know, lovely. And he Sedent soothes her, patting the riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. And he tucks her hands below her armpits, keep her scratching. But what if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Auntie Sedent smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you need to. No need to rush. Antimony's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue and green scales that grow whenever she gets cut or a scrape. She rubs the patch of her jaw indignantly. The one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Auntie Sedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue for the nanoprinter is over a week long, so the patches in your pants with scraps to your brother's clothing. Please try not to put more holes in them, or yourself, okay? She hands her clothes off to them and kisses her on the forehead. And he sticks out their tongue and gags. Yak. And when he evaluates the clothes as her mum walks away. Galactic, she breathes. With her finger over the odd-coloured patches. And then right over in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squirms out of her pants and puts on new ones. Whoa, I look like a jet fighter from the Hollows. Like when they'd censor your kill on your plane. Or like a really cool scar. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred, like me. Let's do the sneaking out yet. Not even brave. You slipped through the drainage pipe before anyone sees you. Um, anyone except for the dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Could that be Dis? He turns to you and disappears in the jungle. We're not sure. Now you're sure of now that you're sure. Now you are sure of it. That was definitely Dis. Not allowed to outside the colony either. I'm gonna follow him. You scamper through the bushes, heedless of branches, brambles, scrambling scraping your arms and legs. Without proper virus, you get all scratched up. This kid is fast. You quickly lose sight of Dis and can't find a trail again. But you learn something by trying. Game skipped there. We'll check what the stream's been doing. Good. Okay. What's this thing? Your way is blocked by a small creature, with one foot, 4 big eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Ew, they're kind of pretty. This must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them. You never see one up close. It keeps thumping real down, real loud. I'm trying to find Dis. I'm not very good at animals. Let's go past it. Little Hopeye thumps furiously on the ground with its foot. Suddenly, there are 7 other Hopeyes surrounding you. They kick at your shin to leave deep bruises. You run past them and yell, "What did I even do?" You're hurt, but at least you're on the other side now. Little Hopeyes don't chase any further. Ow. You stop for lunch, eating earth-grown treats from your greenhouses. A watermelon, nice and sweet. I'm going to practice being seeds. You take challenge steadily, lining up targets and scoring. Got aim improves. That's kind of cute. Found Dis. You spot Dis sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still and approaches. It's totally natural that he'd be sitting out in the middle of the jungle, so far from the colony. Now you think about it, you're glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. It's a little weird out here. It's getting late. Dis stares at you as you approach. Nice lane, is all he says. Your sister's worried about you. Tangent, he replies. I doubt it. She only worries about her schoolwork. She doesn't really care. How about I show you something cool? Sneak out with our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks away into the trees. You follow. After a few minutes, the ground drops off into a large stony outcropping over cliff face. Dis walks around to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. I'm going to try and be brave. Supergirl! We are very brave. Okay, A brave. You step bravely towards the rocks and walk out to the edge of this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the parapet. You look at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture of your hollow palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Dis. You've got a beautiful vista. It also means less stress. Keep exploring. There's a clearing. The most majestic creature you've ever seen, like a unicorn in your dad's storybook, but with leathery reptile scales that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly that it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna be as quiet as I can. Guys, quiet, okay? Shh. As you settle to watching from behind strands of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree, rubs its sense gland against it. Then pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems so magical. You quietly take a picture of Hollow Palm, but knowing you can't share it or you get caught for sneaking out. Now it sharpens its horn against the rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. But it is its favourite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a big meal recently. Eventually it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. But Shumor is a magical place. It really is. So pretty. Minding your business when you stumble into... It's so hot. The two suns beating down on you. The ground is cracked and parched, and so are you. Ahead is a long stretch of no trees, just merciless sun. I'm gonna look for a shady route. Big tree! You spend some time going a long way around, taking some shelter under mush trees. It's sweltering, but it's not that as bad. Okay. The uncle over there. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet and still pretty big. Might be good to harvest them before they get all motion grushy and season. If you're old, you can probably cut them down for the kudos. I'm gonna give them a friendly pat. You like mush trees. You give one a pat and surprise when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying in its trunk. It's small and looks like an octopus, or like a starfish. Lots of legs. Give me a big hug. Getting a lot of perception. I guess we have to if we're sneaking out. There it is. You hop along from rock to fallen lock, then climb over the pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blob grass. We're getting very stressed. This might be our last one. We're getting very stressed. A nearby pond is dammed up and washed out the path here. I'm gonna bravely jump over it. We can do it. We're brave. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. We now have to go home. We gained some bravery. And like a whole 10 perception out of that. That was good. It's time for Virtumilia. The council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet. Everyone gathers in the colony square for a speech. In Earth's history, and a clock begins and clears it, waiting for him to find it down. Ahem. In Earth's history, Virtumilia was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It is no coincidence that our forebearers of the Virtumilia project chose to take on such an auspicious name, in hopes of seeding a future of bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Amelia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Virtumilia, this lush planet on which we find ourselves. You start to tune out the speech after that. The stage council members all get up one at a time to say something. When it's your mother's turn, she announces that tonight you're going to be eating from the very first crops grown on the soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the stratosphere, you would have eaten mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinter, spiced up with whatever precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bay. This year, Earth's plants look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented with some Virtumian plants you've come to appreciate, like juicy potato pods and slabs of edible fungi. Endicott takes to the stage after everyone in the council said their piece. What's the festival about festivities, she asks. Professor Howe and the Chief Security Officer have organised some competitions for our kids. Good luck, children. Wait, I can wrestle a robot? I'm gonna wrestle a robot! Bot wrestling contest. This has been a classic competition for years on the ship. Someone has rigged up a hydraulic lifting robot to slowly stretch out and increase strength over time. The aim is to see how long you can hold it closed using any part of your body before it pops open. Antonio and Cal are competing with you. Cal doesn't like that it's a competition, but he does like bot wrestling. Sorry guys, but I got super strength. So, that's a 41 though. Mm. Yeah! Hi, Lem! Hi! We're in space! I want to win this contest. Yeah, we're in space! Space? Space. I mean, technically the planet is in space. We're fine. I want another planet. Um... They're not enough? Oh no, does that now? This is a 19. If I do that. Hi, good. Yee. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm doing good. Welcome to stream. I got another one. There we go. I spent all of our consumables, but I'm winning this contest. I'm determined to. Yeah. Wait, I'm not adorable. What? I don't. No, I'm not. Yeah, you're all adorable. All of you. You get me? It's all of you who are adorable. Not me. All of you. Anemoni's brother, Calm, is the judge and awards bonus points for technique as well as brute strength. You sit on the hydraulic bot and use your weight at first, then switch to a bear hug when it starts to wobble and push you off to the ground. You make it a full 5 minutes of increasing difficulty before eventually it springs from your grasp and scuttles into a corner, freed at last. You barely edge out Antimony as she offers you a hand and pulls it back at the last second before running away cackling. Apparently I'm popular now. After festivities are over, everyone takes some time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few rest days are exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. No, Zelchian, you're the cutie. Me? No. No. Ooh, we get double money. Let's play some sports ball. It's really hot and it's like summertime. It's a great time to play sports. Anna only meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg in excitement. My brother Com's organising youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high-fiving greeting and then tosses your sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are a team captains. Pick your team. I choose Cow. He's good at skating. Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Anemone chooses Kombucha, of course. Who wants this? I'll play Spiker. Mars runs into position. She seems like she's in it for the glory. You face off. 3-on-3. Okay. Oh, that's so much easier. It's like a 40 like last time. Look, it's us like a robot. We're inside the robot guy. That's cute. Oh yeah, we smashed it. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. The score is tied, with Ammonium Calm putting the pressure on. Then bam! You score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. Yee! We did well. We got some more bravery and some more toughness. Neat. Late dust. We're still popular. We should probably do a job then. Oh wait, I want to talk. You tell Tangent that you know where this is going. You don't tell her that it's been sneaking out of the jungle. Or you tell her that it's been sneaking out to explore the jungle. Not far, but outside the walls. She looks concerned. Really? Is he safe? I'll keep him safe. I choose skeptically. Full offense, Flame, but you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's because no, he's not alone out there. He's a kid too. Hi, Cow. You're looking for Cow in the garden. You nearly trip over. You see one of the young kids. They're blindfolded. Hey! They exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. It's serious. What? One of Animator's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cow jogs over. With a friendly headlock, ruffling his red hair. Dude, you were so close. Sirius stamps his feet and then complains that you got in his way. It's not his fault, Cal says. He didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach him how to play. Cal turns to you as he leaves. Sorry, Selene, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Sirius a new game. More like anime than I thought. Real competitive, you know? He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been I've been trying to come up with a few different games, other than Sports Ball. No winners, no losers, just want to have fun. You want to play? Let me check my schedule. Yes! I want to play games. Oops. Cal smiles, looking like... Smile looks like it's going to go off his face. Radical! He shouts, jumping up and down in excitement. Okay, so first put on this blindfold. You know, I don't like this where this is going. The blindfold's a little scratchy, smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. Okay, I'm going to spin you around. When I let you go, you just listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around. 1, 2, 3. First, Cal says, you've got to walk 10 steps. I do my best. He takes 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance between the rocky dirt between the garden beds, crunches under your feet. Yeah, Cal says. Hmm? Hi! Welcome to the stream! Yee! Thank you for the follow! Yee! Yeah, Cal says. Now turn to right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Get it right? You turn to the right and walk forward, counting 15 until you... And when you stop, Cal laughs. You hear his footsteps coming behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. Like, 2 or more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands on a warm metal door. Success! Awesome! Cal says. But you can't help but smile. This is fun. You now hit the door button on the right, and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door and start walking forwards. The path slopes downwards. You feel your feet slip a little. Even though you're moving more slowly than normal, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says. You feel uneasy prickles up the back of your arms. Keep moving forward slowly. Can you trust him? You try to do what you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against one of the sprawling roots, and you fall forward, catching yourself in your hands and knees. Ouch! You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal's beside you, instant kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. You look down at yourself. Your hands and knees are pretty scraped up, and your pride is bruised. But other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand up. I'm sorry, Selene. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some potato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the morning, or the rest of the afternoon, brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Going to go by Little Demon. Okay. And Papa Wedge suggested. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah. We've got loud birds outside. Space birds, clearly. Space birds. Let's do more of the job because we're popular. You show up to the delivery depot bright and early, as most of the colony is still yawning and pouring around for their morning cup of blep tea. Blep. Squeezes out a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? We have hollow palms. Why use paper? You thought paper was extinct or obsolete or whatever. The only time you ever seen paper was in the crash during craft time. He pushes his glasses up. Actually, they tell you, we'll be using a lot more paper now. We have access to such rich sources of cellulose fibers. Trees, that is. Governor Eudocrite is quite sentimental for the feel of ink on paper. I myself have traded my hollow palm stylus for a pen. You were to deliver a stack of these reports to every council member in the colony. He asks you not to read them, but says it's just boring adult stuff that you wouldn't understand anyway. You clutch the papers close to your chest and nod. First up is engineering. Paper? Dr. Instance is exacerbated. The governor is sending messages by paper now? Is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke. You shuffle your feet nervously. He seems serious at you. She skims the first page and marks to herself. And there's sensitive information here. All of the superfluous, technophobic, sentimental foolishness. You back away quietly. Next to the cafeteria. Auntie Sedent takes the notice carefully and looks at your hands. Paper? What a strange idea. Oh, and look at what Governor Eudocrite has even signed it. What a marvellous handwriting she has. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it. She thinks aloud. Throw it in the disassembler? It seems far too precious for that. Do I need to get a filing cabinet, I wonder? I suppose I could recycle it for craft time. Next up is the expedition office. Tony meets you outside. He's struggling under the shifting weight of an enormous crate. It seems that whatever inside wants out. Sorry, Selene. Could you put them down on that bench? I'll take them inside in a minute. Another surveyor overhears and laughs. The governor's sending paper memos now? Is she really that old? What's next? Toilet paper? The moment you put the documents down, a gust of wind picks them back up and they fly everywhere. You snatch for them, but accidentally drop the rest of the stack you're holding. This is pointless. You fail to deliver the rest of the notices and subtly make it known how you feel the pointlessness of delivering messages in person that could have been sent digitally. You do this by leaving scattered pages in the mud. Run off to play. Oh, I got penalised for that. Whoops. But it is stupid. Just send a message. Now drink. It's now the wet season. It's like all dark here. Ooh, dark. Hello, dark. Hi, Dad. Can't help with the animals. Ow? Neat. They've all got a little interactions. Reasoning? Yeah, reasoning. He's a nerd. Hey, do you want to train together? Telling a violent tale. On your way to the sports ball pitch, Antimony shares a story about the time that her brother Com spiked a ball so hard that it broke Utopia's nose, back when she used to play sport ball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go on easy, Amek, she exclaims. That's why we have med beds, right? I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Yeah, because she's a mutant. You were playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around, pretending to sword fight. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie, one of the security guards calls out as she bumps into them. You kids stay behind the fence, okay? It's Anemone, she retorts as she retreats to safety. She throws a stick to the ground and pouts. Just because everyone else shortens their name doesn't mean I have to. But, like, having a nickname is kind of cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me? How about Nem? Nem tilts her head. Ah, never heard that one before. She mimes her swinging for sword a few times. Nem. I like it. Short, punchy, just like me. I'm like an adventure for a story. Now she's branding a stick. Prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem! You spend a few hours sparring with Nem in the yard. Has that changed her name permanently now? Nem is running around? Yeah, it's changed her name permanently. That's cool. I do want to get more bravery. Let's play sports. Sports ball! 10 bravery. Neat. Extra toughness and some stress. You have a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the wall, unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving. Searching for something, it tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to a wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streak down your dust-covered face as you lift a heavy piece of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" Your voice is drowned out by the deafening rumble of the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring rain from the clouds. I guess it must be rain? You've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash outside, then a rumble. Thunder? Must be a thunderstorm. It's still early in the morning. You've almost forgotten about your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go out to sleep. Rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now by great peals of thunder, like the footsteps of an angry beast. Now it's time to play. It's surprisingly warm outside. The water feels nice, hitting your head. Everything smells fresh, damp, wonderful. And the dusty packed ground has turned to squelching mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the door to your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down. I like storms too. Storms are nice. I'm still feeling pretty stressed. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually just take a rest. Rest? Let's take a nap. Let me take a nap. Now we're not stressed. And there's a stick. Tangent's watching a construction crew building scaffolding for a new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so like that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole. She points towards them. Humans are great at being so. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, it's all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing for biology class. The books say that's what sets us apart from animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Yeah, totally. She nods her head silently, absent-mindedly in her report. Humans are some of the only animals native to Earth that can sweat. I wonder. It seems so much warmer here than on Earth. Have animals here developed the capability of sweat? Or have they adapted to heat in their own way? Together you watch as the foreman put the blueprints for the scaffolding onto floating screens on hollow palm, raises it up to the scaffolding and checks the progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Hank says, finally. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts a finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step towards humanity's evolution, from great ape to galactic superspecies. Oh, right, yeah, because she got the genes for being super smutty brain. I want to sneak out. Are we getting... Yeah, she kind of does. I don't know if I like her. Let's go this way. You leave a path and sneak through strands of mush trees. Little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a fourth directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted in front. Plasma saw? Oh, that sounds cool. Think we can get a plasma saw? I mean, probably not right now because we're like 10, but think we can get a plasma saw? Just stay and watch. You stay outside watching how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the other ones are wincing. It's probably your imagination. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut everything down like this? Even smaller trees and bushes ground up for mulch with a scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but you're proud of how industrious the colony is. That's like the front gate. You spoke Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor, bumping around, preparing some automated survey stuff. He's very cautious, jumpy even. He's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes, he'll pause and listen, check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. It shouldn't be hard to avoid if you want to avoid getting caught. Of course I'm going to sneak past it. I don't want to get in trouble. We're at super already. Yee. You sneak past him easy while he's making noises, ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. Cool. Oh, another log. Oh, there's stuff down there we haven't looked at. What's over here? At the top of the rise at east, you spot someone watching you. Are you all dressed in like that Diff? It's too tall to be Diff. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure's gone. I'm gonna hike over there and have a look. You bushwhack into the valley looking for another path where you thought you saw them. No signs of a camp or anything obvious like a dropped pack. No note saying, "I'm watching you," sign of mysterious stranger. Interesting. Kind of creepy though. A large, woolly blue creature is floating here, meets off the ground. It seems to be upside down, which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly as the air as it tries to right itself. This must be a float cow. The colony's working to domesticate these, though you haven't seen one up close. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless, lowering noise. She tries to flow her, but she can't. Oh, they're dying for it. You pop her dorsal bladder and let her liquid drain out. She'll never be able to flip over. She struggles and screams as you open your utility knife and jab into the bladder. Immediately, you are drenched in a hot explosion of what you hope is milk. Gross, gross, gross. The float cow spirals away as the sun jets and the liquid propels it from you. You hope she'll be okay? But you're decidedly not okay with how I smell now. Yeah. Area's muddy from recent rain. Real muddy. If you walk further, you're likely to get swallowed in gruesome, thick muck. Purple muck. I guess the order doesn't really matter here. We win! Kind of a bit of perception. You hop from dry spot to drop spot. Miraculously, you don't fall in. You got a new card. And another log. I think that's all of it. Oh no, there's still one more. You pause in your tracks, hearing an ominous sound. Shh, shh, shh. It keeps getting louder as you move forward, but you don't see anything. I'm gonna bravely keep going. I'm brave. It's just alien crickets. Phew. They're tiny, but there's like millions of them. They look like little blades of grass and rub their sides against stuff to make a shoo 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 noise. You tuck your pant legs into your boot and then continue on your way. And we gotta go home now. We're all tired. All tired. Oh god, our perception's not so good. I pop out the pipe. And straight into Cheap Servo's chest. Well, 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 he says. He puts on his sternness to look at you. We've been wondering why you've been disappearing to Celine. I sent out Utopia with survey rates a few hours ago. You're lucky your parents have been too busy to notice yet. I should probably tell them. You start to sweat, but maybe you've already learnt your lesson. He chuckles, gives you a big clap on the shoulder. No more playing games outside, okay? Sorry. The days have been getting shorter, with the only sun, with only a yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning, you wake up in darkness. Wake up in the darkness, check your hollow palm, know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They've named it Glow Season because everything is crazy glowing out in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of going outside if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. No way! Look, it's cool out here. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it. Like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. Hi, Freezy! Hi! It's going well! Yeah! We're in space! Yeah, our time as a colonist is going well. We've nearly finished our first year. So, yeah. This game's good. It's very chill. Lots of reading, but it's very chill. We peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it. Like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planets must be very close to it. And out in the jungle, there's something new taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms. Everything's so full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars's message, a notice is from the council, warning everyone to stay inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back, and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone's waiting for something. I mean, how glowy could it be? Ooh, very glowy. Look at this. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. And I like having friends just show up and say hi. I hope that everything's going well with you. Yeah. But no, I'm not adorable. No. No. Not you too, Ran. No, I'm not adorable. God, which expression have I got turned on now? Was that I broke my expressions? Gotta figure out which button I pressed. There we go. There we go. Oh no. The problem is I've got like all these expressions, but like I still haven't fully remembered which hotkey's which, so oops. Yeah. Don't clip it. No. No. And man, I didn't steal your cookies. I don't know what you're talking about. You have no proof. Lies. Lies, I tell you. Lies. Nan blinks at you in the dark. It's creeptacular, she breathes. Perfect for hide and seek. Ah. Whoops. There you go. We're like hyper stressed out. We can't do anything. Doesn't seem very dangerous. She narrows her eyes. What you should be afraid of is me if you don't do what I say, Selene. Mama's upset. My favourite games? That's a hard one to answer. I like a lot of games. Games like this are really good though. I like these kind of like choose your own adventure games. These are very fun. I like Pokemon. I like a lot of other games too. A lot of strategy games I enjoy playing. And like, I kind of like some shooters, but I'm not very good at them, so yeah. Choose on your own stuff is great. And it's like very at your own pace. Yeah, it's fun. I appreciate the offer, Freezy. I don't forget either of these. They're both good. What's that noise? Guys, there's a noise. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, for what passes as day. It's nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look forward to the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one used for the whole breaches and fires. And in space, it meant that you weren't going. You weren't supposed to go. You were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on your spacesuit. On Fatuma, it means go to the assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is in the children's creche, but the opposite direction you hear the shout. You hear shouting and loud popping noises. Is the colony under attack? We're gonna help fight too. We're strong. Seriously, we might be 10, but we've got like a combat scope 23 and a toughness of like 31 already. We're strong. We fight. You try your best to be brave and fight back. First you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you in the direction of the creche. Then you head outside the building to get your bearings. You hear yelling from the stairs of command, and a commotion from south into Geoponics where your parents are working. Mom? Dad? Your parents are defending the greenhouse from a pack of knee-high creatures, which only seem to have eyes growing all over their bodies. Their oily flesh ripples with constant, subtle motions as individual eyes blink one at a time, insistently. You can't tell which end is which on these horrible creatures. Yeah. Cal is standing nearby, wide-eyed, as he slowly picks up a shovel and moves beside you. He reluctantly holds it in front of him like a weapon. Easy, doggies. I don't want to hurt you. Both of you, get out of here. Run. Your mom shouts, attracting the pack's attention. All except for one animal, which moves straight towards you and Cal. What do you think, guys? Should we fight it, or we should try to figure out what it wants? Yeah? Can leave the decision up to you guys if you want. We fight. We got a shovel. We can fight. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. No, Black Morning said fight. Wait, let's go fight. The counter where you charge the creature with your bare hands? No, with that rake. Here we go. gonna have to figure out how to organize this. Victory! Get that straight in there. You killed it with nothing but a rake thrust deep into several of the creature's many eyes. The rest of the creatures scamper off the moment it falls. You've never killed anything before. The body of the creature looked so terrifying a minute ago, now looks strangely small and harmless. All its eyes are closed for now. Cow crouches beside it, shocked. I told you to run, Selene! Your mother looks furious that you put yourself in danger. She storms over to you and you think she's going to slap you. And then suddenly just pulls you into a hug. She keeps rocking you, saying, my baby, baby, my baby, over and over. It's pretty surreal, almost as if, almost as weird as a dog thinks with eyes, honestly. After 2 weeks of darkness, the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky, and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened, or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile, other ones were species no one had ever seen. It was like something had driven them to attack the colony. At least nobody was killed. Wow. That was an exciting first, year. Your childhood is fleeting. The game will end when we reach age 20. Till then, we gain some relationship with everyone. But you're definitely on most with Anemone up here. Nem, we're calling her. We're a little bit rebellious. Got some money. Got a whole bunch of new cards. I'm 11 years old now. Neat. Unfortunately, guys, that's all I had scheduled for today. As I only planned to play about 2 hours worth. So, but yeah. This was I was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a really fun yeah, it's a really fun game. Nice and chill, and we just kinda get to hang out and, you know, live a few lives. But, you know, see what it's like. Run around the colony. With that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and figure out who to raid. Also, I'll go ahead and put this in chat. For any viewers who want to, Discord there, you can join. Good thing. So, yeah. Let's have a look. Who's online right now? Do Corgi. Okay, okay, I know who I'm gonna write. So, let's set this up. If I remember how to do it. Only second time doing it. Is that right? Was it slash raid? Exclamation mark raid? Okay. But yeah, hi guys. Thank you for coming to join me. It's been really fun. We'll play more next week. Yeah. 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 Yeah, see you next time as well. If you want to leave a raid message when you arrive, you can send. I don't have any emotes, of course, but you can send this. The club sends in the air. So yeah, I will see you all next week. Bye, guys. It is nice seeing everyone. Bye.